Why is this thing so fast? Because it's a train. What's a train? This! This is a train, Tanjiro. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna kill it. It's done. It's done. Now, we the train's not the problem. It's just how this thing works. Can it stop? Yeah, but it won't stop for us. Why not? Because we don't have tickets. We're not allowed on there anymore because the Nosuke is being freaking weird. Screw it. Jump. Hi, it's me. We anime for Anime Week. I'm here to bring you part six of What If Tanjiro Had Wood Breathing. Yes. Yes, Queen. Titled something about setting something ablaze, honestly. It's Rengoku's episode. Ah! The first time I watched Mugen Train, funny story, I cried. Like probably most other people. I cried, dog. I cried. I'm proud to admit that. I'm a man that can cry and not feel it. That's a lie. I don't, I don't, never mind. I'm gonna shut up. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, I cried when I watched it. Um, and recently rewatched it, and now I am cold, cold as ice. I'm joking. Anyways, um, yeah, I made a poll recently, on my channel, wondering if you all would like a um a Itadori would have, right? It's on my channel, right? It's up there. So if you would like to vote on it, go ahead. I'd appreciate it. Um, I'll also be making another poll in the coming days about my next deck. Ooh, what if? Maybe about something else. Right. Okay. And we'll just see where it goes from there. I tore my thumb. Oh, I just took a drink of water. Sorry for going quiet. Took a drink of water. I need to wash my hat. It's what I did. Um, so yeah, I believe we can get into the episode. Umai! 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 Tasty. I'm sorry. Yeah, Rengoku yelling like he does. Umai! 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 Why are you still saying that? I like it is really good because he'd go on to tell like a motivation speech, like why he does it, and then Tanjiro would start saying "Umai," then Rengoku "Umai, Umai, Umai." More gusto, Tanjiro, young Tanjiro. Umai, almost. Ooh my! No, Tundra, set your heart ablaze and say it. Ooh my! It would go on for way too long. Um, right, it would just go way too long. Sorry, I'm tired. Anyways, yeah. They would mostly just talk small talk, right? Um, just mostly small talk. Nothing really big at all. Just nearly gave myself a heart attack. About my new boot at home already, but no, they're just clean. That's definitely gonna be an issue one day. Anyways, the kids would come through. Those kids that's trying to take out the protags. Um, they would tie themselves to the Tanjiro, Rengoku, Inosuke, Zenitsu, right? Doing that, going into their dreams. Tanjiro's would be just about the same as in canon, but a little bit different. Um, just different in the case of what he's doing and what his actual like conscious thing looks like. It would look like an endless forest instead of an endless like sky. And um wildlife like animals and animals would help bring the kid to the core. Okay. That's what it would look like. In this beautiful forest, green trees galore, just a bunch of green like trees, with fruit hanging off of some, flowers at the bottom here and there, but not like your regular flowers. If you've ever walked in the woods, there are most usually some type of poisonous flower. Yeah, it would be a very poisonous flower. Um, and there would be more than you'd think. They'd be on the bushes. The kid would try to pick one, but he would get hit by a thorn, and then his thumb, where he got hit at, would start to instantly turn purple. See, in real time, Tanjiro broke the kid's thumb. Um, he just instantly broke it, just snapped back, and then after every finger, the kid would let go of the flower after that, holding his thumb entirely, as it would feel like it would have snapped in half. But the poison, with around quotation marks, would still go into the thumb and stay at the thumb, right? Oh, I should probably mention, you might hear background noise, wind mostly, and I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I can't control the weather, but I am trying to speak loud enough where you might not be able to hear it, but you might be able to when I go quiet. So I'm sorry. Um, if you do hear it, I once again can't control the weather. and this is a thing you'll have to deal with at some point. Within my channel, I do switch up my recording areas depending on the weather. Okay, so maybe it will be this area, maybe it will be outside because, to be fair, in here it gets really hot in summer. Yeah, it actively feels like you're getting cooked. So, and not in a video game. I'll tell you that. Yeah, there's definitely like a sore spot on my, not sore, like a calloused. Like, yeah, I definitely did something to my thumb. It hurts, but here, I'll worry about that later. Either way, every step the kid would take, something else would be seen. More dangerous wildlife would be showing up, more flowers, more poisonous flowers. Well, he wouldn't know they would were poisonous, right? He wouldn't know that, but the wildlife would know that. But either way, he wouldn't know they were poisonous. I was just saying poisonous because, well, I kind of be like that. I don't know everything. Okay. Either. And anyways. He would continue on. The child would just walking, less and less. Um, animals would help him guide him to the core, just less and less, and then more and more dangerous, like bears, wolves, snakes would be stalking him. Cats, felines, like mountain lions. I don't know if those are in Japan. I don't think so. I don't think I no bears are. I know that for a fact. Wolves, actually, there would be wolves. They would just be like, because in Japan, I don't know if any of you know this, wolves are a deity of sorts in Japan, or are treated as deities, kind of like how foxes are too. Yeah. So there would be wolves, bears, um, different types of cats, like bobcats, or maybe some of you know them as lynxes. I am from America on the east side. I know them as bobcats. Either way. But yeah, a lot of more dangerous wildlife would be in a herd, inland, in more inland to outside of the core. Okay, more and more would show up, larger quantities. He would start to get scared, even though knowing this is a dream. He's in a dreamlike state. This isn't real, but maybe it is. Because he did get stabbed by that thorn, and his thumb is still purple. It is starting to hurt worse. Growling and hissing, roaring, he would hear more and more till eventually bite at his ankles. Two different bites on different ankles. In real time, he would be held up by the back of his ankles, like being held upside down, and then like how the stereotypical like bullying shows will pick up the either main character or the nerd by the ankles and just start like just waving them around, kind of like that. is what is happening to him in real life, like out of the dream state. He would start to scream, and then waking up, he did see the um core. He just didn't get the chance to do anything with it. It was bright green with a hue of red around the inside, like the inside with like the main like inside of the spherical shape of the core would be red, and then outward would be green, like dark to light green. The kid would be shocked, looking up, seeing this guy with a messed up, a mangled left side of his face, holding him up by his ankles. He would start to he would start to panic. Like, go with me. He would cut the rope. He would fall to his, well, no, he wouldn't fall. He'd still be held on. Then he would be dropped. Tanjiro would wake up saying, "Who are you?" He would look to his side, seeing Rengoku holding a girl by the throat. He would wake him up. He would drop the girl. Tanjiro then would stand up, keep an eye on the kid, holding his thumb and a knife in hand, waking up Zenitsu and Inosuke from their dreams. And she's probably a better idea to keep Zenitsu asleep. Just, he would wake up the girl. He would wake up the person doing that. I don't know what he would do. What happened in canon? I forget. Uh, I think they left him asleep, and he slept until the like final when the train crashed. Right? I think so. I think that's what happened. I'm decently sure that's what happened. Like I'm not fully sure, but I'm decently sure that's what happened. I think that's what happened. I think. I'm not entirely. I'm not fully 100% sure. He would do either of the. He would do the thing he did again. I think he left him alone, just cut the rope because he saw something and he like ran out. He went on the roof or something. Yeah, he got answers from one of the children. Right? Right? Is that what happened? Oh God, I don't remember. Ah, I think that's what happened. I think he left them alone. Left Zenitsu alone. Or maybe Rengoku woke everyone up and Tanjiro went out. Whatever he would do in canon, he would do with the other people, right? As he would exit, climb on top of the train cart, and jumping through. Well, jumping over and over them. Well, jumping one from the other. Okay. Well, I guess my plan has failed. Well, that portion of it. But it's not lost here. I could still take all of you out with this train. This train. You're the one I mostly wanted gone. Plus that Hashira Hanafuda earrings. Yes, yes, yes. You're the one that Master told me about. See, I wonder where this road track, well, he would say track. I wonder where this track will take us. If I'm not mistaken, it will take us to the next station where so many people are. Am I correct with that statement? You don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Who knows? And who cares? Because this is where you will lay and rest in pieces. Oh, it will be so fun. But most importantly of all, I will get praised by the master. Shut up! I'm not dealing with this. Taking you out here and now. No question about it. I'll take down every single last one of you, no matter the cost. And then boom! Blasting off quickly. One burst of speed would send him flying forward, as he would say. Wood breathing, fourth form, sailing cedar slash. The serpent head would start to form with its jaw open. It would attempt to bite down, missing, as the sword would miss two. Clearly, that's how that would work. Tundra would end up behind Inmu, the lower number one. Inmu would just stare off into the distance, away from Tanjiro. Tanjiro would think, faster. Wood breathing, second form, warping willow. The storm, well, the tornado storm of willow bark would fly around Tanjiro, seemingly making him invisible. As he would spin in the air, slicing at Inmu's neck, he would hit something. He would hit his shoulder instead of the neck. Crap. Okay. Inmu would start to notice, well, clearly one of Izuku's main, like, uh, sight characteristics, appearances. His new main one is the, like, mangled left side of his face. Just, it's mangled. All to hell. Okay. All over his eyes, cheek, ear, little bit of the ear, not all of it. Inmu would say, you know, it's not very smart to be a demon slayer with a hindrance. Your left eye is royally messed up, I may say. And one of our guys are blind, so I just don't have. And he's doing like no, he's doing way better than I am, and I just have one less eye. And then boom, blasting off again, spinning midair, but instead of the warping willow, he would stop a couple feet just right in front of Inmu, a dead halt. He would slide as he would say, wood breathing. Third form, 5-leaf maple slashes. Slashing quickly at both shoulder joints and then both at the knees. But he would slice through both of those with ease. But then he would head for the neck. And then Inmu's head would pop off of his head with a massive grin as Tanjiro's blade would go straight through the hole, well, the opening. But he would have it coming back quickly for another slash. What? You really think you're gonna do anything? He would do the same thing. In old-fashioned ways, Tanjiro just punched this man in the face, just crack, and then kicking him in the gut, sending him flying backwards as Tanjiro would make chase. As he would fly through the air, Inmu's vision would start to, well, he would think it would start to mess up on him, but in reality, it wouldn't be messing with him. Well, actually, it is. It would look like Tanjiro splitting off into four more of him. Same looks, same speed, same body. What? How are you? Never mind. He would use one of the, I don't know what to call it, but the appendages he shoots out of the like train. One would shoot up and just slam through all of them. As they would be hit, white petals would fly out after everyone would be hit. What? Wood breathing. Fifth form. White cherry flash. That one. Okay. This is purely me. Bum, ba, bum, bum, na, 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 hi. Okay, here it is. Cool. I'm gonna redo that last part that I was actually doing. Wood breathing. Fifth form. White cherry flash. And then click. Imu's neck would about be cut at a quarter of, well, his entire neck. So would a massive slash across his chest would be made. Um, and then beast breathing, fourth thing, slicing. Nope. Redo. Beast breathing, fourth thing, slice and dice. Inosuke would come from above with two his both blades ready to eat through Inmu's neck. Splashing wildly, Inosuke would cut through multiple of the tentacle-like appendages of Inmu. Good to see you. Oh, you got a friend? How nice. Say, care about your friend here, don't you? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. What? I knew I should have ended you when I had the chance. I'm sorry. I just want to see my family again. Inosuke would immediately turn around. Both blades. Both of this man's arms would get lobbed off. Now don't mess with Lord Inosuke ever again. Inmu would say, "Oh, that's a turn of events." Tanjiro couldn't really see what happened, given his right eye vision would be blocked by Inmu staring at him. So he only knew something happened to Inosuke after he made the the grunt of him being poked with a knife. Okay. Well, Tanjiro. Oh wait, yeah, you got my name right. Tanjiro Kamaboko. Let's take this guy down. I already planned to. And then a bunch of tentacles would shoot up from the train and start just wildly uh, trying to slam on them. I don't know. Tundro did jump up in this moment, so he would use 6'4". Well, hold on. Wood breathing, 6'4". Tall crust redwood. Just, he would slice wildly in every direction he could as he would fall straight at Inmu and actually cutting him at the neck straight off. Tanjiro would say, as the tentacles would then get cut down in front of him by Inosuke. It's done. Ugh, my back. And then scatter. Not scatter. Just drop, clang, right? Inosuke? Yeah. What happened? I don't know, but a weakling decided to turn on us. And now he's running away, arms dangling in the wind. Was it a demon? I don't know. He looked sickly, so maybe. I just cut him. Oh God. Watch the body just in case. He would rip a little bit of his Hiyori and make it into a ball. Now, Inosuke, this is the only time I want you to listen to me, okay? This one time. Breathe, hold your breath right now. Why? It's a challenge. Okay. And then he would stuff this ball of cloth into the knife wound. Now, given I do not have a lot of experiences in the medical realm, okay? This is purely a guess of what you would have to do if you were forced to fight with a knife wound. Stuff it up. I'm not making the rules, okay? Ah! What did you do? Why did I make him go Italian, Russian? I don't know. Ah! What did you do? Oh no! I lost it. Actually, I lost Blade before. Um, yeah, you're okay now. What did you do? I helped with your wound. Anyways, where did his head go? Oh, I love when you all squirm. Human squirming is just the greatest pleasure. It's so, so pleasurable. You with your feeble bodies. It is something to see. This is when his head would be on top of a tentacle thing, appendage thing. I hope you know what I mean. But it would be on top of one. Oh God. You think you can continue in us, guy? Always. Good, because I'll need your help taking that thing's head off. Don't tell me what to do, and don't get in my way. Okay, I won't. Running forward, jumping up in the air, Tundra would say, wood breathing, eighth form, slowed escape locust, splashing around into a in a wild motion because there's no joints for him to slice and slow down his opponent. He can't do it with tentacles. He's just gonna slash around and cut them all down like trees. Is the best analogy I have ever came up with in a what if. That is the best one. The one that makes like mechanical sense because he was a like a lumberjack type character selling the trees as like firewood, and he would also do charcoal, don't get me wrong, but he would mostly just sell the already split logs and with like baskets of charcoal. That's what he used to do. Okay. Charcoal and like already like wood. That's what he did when growing up for 16 years, and then for 2 years he trained as a demon slayer. He would, after doing so, Inosuke would bounce off of his shoulders. Beast breathing, fifth thing. Is it right, fifth thing? Yeah. Crazy cutting. Cutting around in every direction he could. In Moose, like one that he's on, would be moving. Even though it would get slashed, it's not really enough. Tanjiro, though, would run up it quickly. Inmu would turn around, seeing Tanjiro there for 1 second, and then two, and then three, and then four, and then five different Tanjiros running at him on different tentacles, one on his, one on two, well, other ones, right? Oh, this trick again. It won't work on me anymore. So sleep. It wouldn't work. It worked, but he would instantly break out. That's what he's been having to do. He would figure that out way too quick. Head turned into a dream. I know this is a dream, but even if it isn't, and then he would do that way too many times and kind of mess up with his psyche, and he'd just do this nonchalantly every time after the first few times. Like it still very much bothered him, but he was willing to do it. Then tentacles would slam down on the other ones, and then into the last one, and then splat. Petals would fly in the air, and then click. Inmu's vision would fall from a height. It would fall quick, and then thunk. And then the train would go off track, crashing. Tanjiro would still be conscious after the crash. What, what just happened? And then steps. So, you're the ones who took out. Yeah. You, it's Asuka. Asuka. Why can I say it? Why can I say? Why can't I say it? Bad English. Akaza would arrive. He would say the same things he would in canon, which I cannot remember. which I feel like it was something to do about which one of you is the strongest here. I have a feeling it's something like that, but I don't remember. Either way, the fight would begin. Tanjiro would stand up, but Rengoku would just rush in and start fighting Akaza, just trading blows. Basically, the same fight as in canon. Inosuke would watch, and then he would feel his back like, oh my back. Tanjiro would turn around quickly to Inosuke, walk over. Oh god. Just watch them for me, okay, Inosuke? And I'll deal with this. If something comes flying at us, tell me to duck. Where's the duck? Not what I meant. But tell me to move if you see something fly at us. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, okay. Will do. And then he would begin to haphazardly um just tear at his Hiyori, tying pieces together and tying it tightly at the wound, just tight enough. He told Inosuke, hey, I'm gonna have to tie this tight so we can get rid of the bleeding, okay? What? And then it would like constrict on him, right? You didn't tell me you were gonna do it that tight. Manjiro Kamaboko. I tried to. You just didn't listen. Don't blame that on me. Your words are meaningless. Rude. And then he would watch a man set his heart ablaze. Tanjiro would say, I gotta help. I have to help. We can't let Mr. Rengoku die. You just get in his way. You're too weak. Shut up. I'm not dealing with this right now. I don't care if he doesn't want my help. I have to help. Where did it go? Found it. Tanjiro would run in and slice Akaza's, like one of Akaza's arms off. The one that would go to block Rengoku's like sword. Cutting that off, it would fall. Rengoku's blade would go into Akaza's neck, as then Tanjiro would say, it's gonna be a slow escape for you since the sun is coming up. Total concentration. Wood breathing. Eighth form. Slow to escape locust. Going behind him and just he would start slashing at um joints, ligaments, like the back of Akaza's ankles, just back of the knees. back of the elbows, shoulders, wrist, anywhere he could hit and go through. He knew he was getting in a way because then Akaza would turn around, quit that, raising his arm up, but then it being sliced off by Rengoku, raising up the other one, sliced off by Tanjiro. Not Tanjiro. Yeah, no, no, Rengoku, yeah. Then he would go back, he would attack Rengoku, hitting him in the eye, destroying that eye. But Tanjiro would be able to slice through Akaza's right leg fully at the knee. And then he would try to continue through, but the blade would be stomped on and snapped in half. But Tanjiro would quickly would grab the broken half and then jump backwards as Akaza would fire off a what is it called? Air type shockwave, like that attack. Tanjiro would like block up, take his arms in an X like block, take the hit. He would he could feel it. He could feel his arms about to break. Not yet! As he would be sent flying, he would try to land. He would halfway land, but he would have to like stab his blade into it to stop the momentum. As Akaza would fly forward, armed, raised back, as he would say, "Stay out of my fight!" But then Rengoku would fly in, slice through the like midsection, like stomach area, straight through the lower half of Akaza would fall, as Tanjiro would grab the broken piece of his blade, throw it straight through Akaza's chest. It would stay there, as then he would take his other half, jump up, and then get grabbed, and then thrown, as Akaza would grow his lower half back, and Rengoku and Akaza would continue to fight until the very end. Akaza would be forced to retreat. Tanjiro would run up and do very similar in canon and throw his blade at Akaza quickly, and it would hit him in the back of the neck, straight through. Akaza would then rip it out as he would be pinned to a tree. He would reach around, rip it out, chuck it wherever, and he would run into the forest. Then Tanjiro would run back, do the sad moment with Rengoku as he would pass. And that's where I'm going to end it here for today, folks. And I hope you all enjoyed this part. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, night, time. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your time. Go vote on the poll on the channel. There might be another one by the time you see this. The Itadori one is really what I really want people to vote on. So if you want to, go vote. And yeah, I hope to see you all next time. Roll the dice. Bye.